All right, now we're filming.
Yeah, time.
Filming now.
We're done now. Time to go home.
Bike ran and everything was good.
We got oil in it?
Yep.
Fuel line hooked up.
Not yet.
There's a little bit of gas in this little dinky tank here.
Leave that alone. Go pull the spark plugs out.
Why? Really?
Yes.
Why did you say put them in then?
You have to go in at some point.
I said don't forget to.
See? He knew what he was doing.
No, Keenan said put the spark
It's
plug
going to
in.
smell like gas in here in a minute. How much gas do we put in here?
Just enough.
It's on the floor. Is that too much?
Oh, that was like $3.
That's California gas. $4.
Do you like the old dude in Mexico?
We don't need to hear your stories. Just pull the spark plugs out. We don't need to hear your stories.
His carburetor kept flooding.
Yeah, here comes the story. I heard that.
So I...
Did you see the leakage where he dropped oil all over his pipe? You get a close up of that.
So to eliminate the flooding, he just spark a match.
Okay,
and
where's
burn off
your,
the excess fuel out of his
yeah,
carburetor.
whatever. Where's your spark plugs at?
Right here. See
Put them
it?
inside of here.
See that?
Put them inside of here.
Isn't that beautiful?
No. You're supposed to be paying attention to what I'm doing, not what you're doing. Just got a belt drive in it or chain drive?
Chain drive.
Okay, you gotta put oil in the primary then. You put oil in there yet?
No.
When you gonna put oil in it then?
Tomorrow.
Good. Put some oil in it. The bike.
I
No.
didn't say no oil in the bike.
Oh.
There's no oil necessary in the primary to fire it off.
Now YouTube's gonna have a heyday with that. You know that, right?
It only doesn't matter if it's a belt drive.
YouTuber.
It's in the drawer. When I put it back, I put it in that drawer. Yeah, I put it back where I thought it went.
Customers are helping me out.
There should be oil in that transmission unless
Yeah, I know. It's just like there should have been oil in the primary too.
unless performance choppers drained it out.
No, I wouldn't put it back in.
It's like every
The one
other,
above that, the middle.
every other video we got a bitch about.
And the next one above that one then. There you go, right
Don't
there.
ever go there.
It's like this one.
Yep, that one over there. That was the only drawer that had ratchets in it that were that size. So
That's right. Those are called the extra parts. Not the ones
gotcha,
these.
extra.
Not that extras. So you just like we have to have a real screwdriver socket.
Let's hope they didn't frickin' glue this cover on.
This is the appropriate tool.
That's right. Who
True.
makes that?
Snap off.
Ooh, snap fucking junk. Okay, how much oil's in there?
There's a little bit down in there.
Way down in there.
So they drained my oil out of the training, sabotaging me there.
Well,
too.
we can take the little plug out there and see if.
Probably got lapping pump on it too, so it can run.
Well, they were trying to make sure it was broken.
Well, I can see that the oil level could be possibly slightly, maybe just a little bit low.
Yes.
Did I clarify that?
Quite possibly, yes.
Okay, where's your oil at?
Especially because it's been sitting for a while, so.
And how come it resembles like motor oil in there?
That would be performance choppers.
Uh-huh.
Place that nobody ever wants to
But
go.
it's your vehicle, you should know what's in the vehicle.
Not if I paid them $2,800 to do all this shit, and then when I rode it for 115 miles, it frickin' had a catastrophic failure because they put lapping compound in my oil. So who knows what other stuff they did to my frickin' bike while they had it. Because we had to cut all the wiring off and rewire it too. Look at that frickin' wiring job. I did that.
I don't see no oil. Can you hold your junk over there?
What kind of oil do you want? Got some Sportster freaking gear
Gear and
chain
chain.
case. You still rolling that?
Yep.
Where'd you go now?
Checking out these billet oil coolers. Got that lava pipe wrap.
Why don't we use the brand new stuff out of the rack?
Bring the oil out of you. We're going to use this stuff right here.
What are we putting in the primary?
High performance SA 8090.
We
Yeah,
put this in the primary or no?
How long has that been sitting around?
We put this in the primary or no?
You got any primer oil in it?
Oh, you already asked that question.
Which is in here?
0 is in there.
Ooh, that looks kind of dry in there.
2 cameras are rolling. You can answer that question so you can grab the correct level.
Now give us some oil. What do you got?
Everything looks nice and clean in there.
That's dirty. You can wipe off the other one too around it. And that's not very much oil.
It's maybe a third of what you need.
It's got about that much in there. Should be plenty. Is it full yet?
I don't think so. Just enough to get the chain a little bit wet on that one spot.
Right where I poured it?
Yep.
We're going to put it all in there, the whole quart worth.
Well, the whole third of a quart worth?
Well, maybe only that much. Quarter of a quart.
Quarter of a quart.
All right, how much is going in here?
Until it comes out that level plug.
The little Allen plug on
You
the side.
didn't pull it out.
I don't use it, I just put oil in it.
So how
Usually
much-
I put oil in these until I can see the oil level. Starting to come up a little
So
bit.
you can see it back there in the back. That's about it.
See oil right here? It's actually up to about here.
Hmm.
If you look down in there.
Over there, yeah.
That's all you want in these 4-speed buys because these are not made to be wet. You want enough oil in to lubricate the chain.
It just flings it around, right?
Right.
Off of the ring gear.
Yeah, but we don't want to drown the clutch in oil like a regular freight model bike is. And somebody just got shorted some oil because that was a used container. Alright, now we're going to put this brand new container of oil over here in there.
Yeah. Does it look like I'm paranoid? I don't want to get any freaking
There's all
oil.
this crap everywhere.
I didn't want any oil on my freaking
Some
new.
people
You couldn't just put
know
the,
how to put oil
the
in the
funnel?
bike.
Yeah, but some people are really impatient and
Well, if
they're
it came out
just
the hole.
race bikes.
It did come out the hole. It's going to go into the hole too. Now that looks like it might be a little oily. Did you clean this?
I just used it as freaking motor oil. It's not gonna hurt.
Motor
it.
oil?
Mixing
God.
oils?
Oh come on. The freaking half a drop of motor oil in the transmission's not gonna hurt it.
How much was that?
A squirt?
One funnel.
A glurp?
One funnel worth.
Yeah.
Don't pull out too soon, it'll get wet.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right. Dreaming again. Okay, how much oil is in there now?
So she didn't make it over here for that part of this, so.
Yeah, see? I told her to hurry up. She's gonna miss it.
Okay, move. Can't see. Okay, see the level plug in there?
Yep.
Here, hold the funnel. The funnel's gonna drop. Get all that crap out of here. All you're doing is
Funnel's
making
fine.
it.
Don't.
Don't get that on my floor. Okay, oil level's about right there, which means we're about here. So we need a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and put a whole nother funnel worth in there. Here's my
I'm
funnel.
putting this back on the freaking pipe.
Oh, you lost my funnel.
There we go. Like that.
Well, I was doing good until I let go of the paper and dropped the funnel. Okay, we're going to give it a whole nother funnel in here. That's another funnel, so that's almost half a quart now. These things only hold like half a quart, don't they?
I put 3/4 of a quart in mine.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's how much oil was left in it.
I don't know. I have the old style cover though. My fill plug is lower. I don't have the little.
That's
It
why
was shifting fine.
Yeah.
I put it in there. Well, it was shifting great until it blew up.
Yeah, well, the whole 115 miles.
There you go.
Sounded like 2 blocks of wood knocking.
Oh, there we go.
Sounded like frickin' Clydesdales going down the frickin' pavement.
See how the oil is now reaching the fork?
Yep. That means that the throwout bearing might actually pick it up and
Yeah,
fling it
so
around.
now it's actually almost up to the main shaft. So now we got
Let
enough
me
oil.
see it, Flinger.
We have enough oil in there now. That's
Yeah,
how much
there
I
it
put
is.
them into. I put up to where I can actually see it touching the main shaft. It is now officially touching the main shaft. Okay, take this, your funnel,
So her wetness is touching the shaft.
we'll wipe it someplace.
Let it drain off right into this spot.
Look, that's where he spilled it before, see? Look at that mess right there. I can't believe he got my wrap covered with oil. No respect at all.
What do you want?
How much oil is in the primary? Go look at your oil level so you know what it looks like. Here. Run the bike straight up and down.
Shit, I don't see any oil in it.
It's about right there. See you just barely see it down there.
That's it.
That's all you could afford, you're cheap.
You look for leaks.
Oh,
in there.
that's because last time I did it through the clutch cover, not through the inspection cover.
Well, we cut it on video. You may not have got it, but on the older ones, you want just enough in there to fling around on the chain, not really soak the clutch.
Okay,
Yeah.
It was about 1/4 of a quart.
now, is the spark plug hooked up over in the front? Look at that. Okay, you want to make sure you take the spark plug and hook them up so you can see them spark. It also keeps from shorting out the coil when you spin the motor through trying to get oil pressure. And see if the starter works. You haven't got that on there yet?
No.
He doesn't like extensions, that's why it takes so long to do everything.
Well, I didn't bring any. And
Now you got to make sure you bring a wrench to
Snap
pull
on.
the starter off. Just in case.
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
I'm pretty Loctite on these.
This shouldn't need Loctite.
Everything's Loctited. Except for this. It's a shovelhead, dude. It fucking vibrates.
Oh, I know. My bike doesn't have Loctite on, and that's that one though.
Well, it's not going to vibrate as much, even though it's a stroker, as it did before.
I say it'll probably run smoother now.
The top motor mount was broken. I took it off. I was like, oh, no wonder it was vibrating so much. Besides the fact that the motor was freaking coming apart because performance choppers freaking mapping compound.
All right.
Here.
Okay, before you hit a starter button on a new bike, make sure you bring the tools to disconnect the battery ground really quickly. Because sometimes the starters stick on, so you hit the button and they don't shut off. If that happens, you got to undo that real quickly. So make sure the tools are nearby. You're about done. We're holding up production over here.
Who's holding that production? You are.
Doesn't appear that there's any oil puddling underneath, so that's
You didn't
good.
drain out the bottom already?
Nope.
That's a good sign.
Good sign.
Did we time this thing yet?
I don't believe so.
Don't recall.
Where you pulled the little plug over there on that side out in the middle.
Don't recall means no, it has not been timed. Is that the response that we're supposed
Well,
to
you
have?
said leave this plug loose because you're gonna.
So that means this thing is not timed yet. So we cannot start it right now. Alright, so we're going to have to put the timing bombs back in. Okay, let's go into a timing procedure. Alright, cut that off for a second, everybody.
Procedure.
Well, we're back,
I thought we
and we're going through the timing procedures.
We're listening to fireworks.
Is there an echo in here?
Is there an echo in here?
And the first thing you got to do after the cops are done shooting everybody is you need to look at the instructions that he lost, that luckily I already have, for the dying ignition, see it matches. And we have to go over here to our timing procedures. So we have a Vose switch up on here, see that right there?
How many inches of vacuum is that low switch?
Usually those are about 6 to 7, depending on which one it is. Alright, so this here, switch 1 for normal operation is off. What's it set at right now?
It's in the down position, which is off.
Off. Okay, that's off. Okay, now we go to the next thing, curve, ignition. We want to have,
Hey. Hey.
now the dog's going well. Okay, now we want to have performance curve, number 1, so we'll be double off.
Nope, we're actually on number 2.
Alright, so that's why we're checking this crap.
So now we're off.
That one's down
3
2,
is
right?
off. Yep.
Okay, so that's off. So they were on number 3 curve. What a bunch of pussies. Okay, now we go over to the next one over here, which is our Rev Limiter. So we're going to set that for, what do you want, 7 or 7.5?
I don't know.
Well, you're breaking the motor in, so
So probably 65.
65? Okay, so that'd be off and on. Okay. And then we're going to be on dual fire or single fire? He's on, so it must be single fire. What did Rev Limiter set? Oh, they had it set for 6,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Well, that's no fun at all at 6,000. Well, I think we should make it for 7 because
Just for fun.
I want to make sure it runs adequately when I ride the bike, if I ride the bike. So I don't want to have it prematurely shutting off on me at 6,500.
Yeah, when you want to shift, I mean.
Yeah, I want to go at full power when I shift. Okay,
Well, that's how you test stuff.
now that we have that set, now we go over to the static timing procedure. And we go to time it. And the biggest thing is when the LED light goes off, that's when it fires.
Yep, that's when you'll see the timing mark on the other
So
side.
that's the LED right there. So the first thing I do is get this thing up on top dead center for the front cylinder, not the rear cylinder. So the spark plugs are out.
Yep.
We have a kicker on this bike. Air coming up. Hear that?
Yep.
Left screwdriver.
Piston's coming up.
You look down there in the timing hole for me, and let me know if you see a. I'm not sure we got this thing. Probably a line.
Actually, the line's right there in the middle right now. It says F and then a line.
Is it dead center?
Yeah, it's dead center in the hole right now.
Okay.
Maybe a little forward of the hole.
Go forward of the hole.
That center would be lined up with that bowl, right? Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does it say TF or does it say?
It says
F?
F line.
Okay, F is firing.
All right.
You want TF. See the screwdriver here? Look at it.
Okay, yeah, it's not all the way up.
See my screwdriver?
Yep.
See how it's still going up?
Yep.
Okay, now I'll go back and look for the line that has a T and an F next to it.
All right. No line.
There's a T.
T. Line.
Where?
T. Well, no, it's actually a dot. T dot F.
Where's it at?
One tiny little jump and it should be centered.
Yeah, it looks like it's centered.
Yeah.
More or is that good?
Maybe just a tap more. Yeah, right there. That's good. So now we can probably see the top of the piston down in there too.
Yep.
Yep. See the reflection in the camera there?
It's okay, buddy.
Come here, buddy.
It's alright. It's okay. I know you don't like fireworks.
Come here, boy. Go on, get over here. There you go. Sit down. There you go. Right under that leg. Right there. That's a good boy. Okay, now we gotta see what happens. So we got an ignition on this bike?
Ignition. You turn it on.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
Headlights on.
Headlights on.
Ignition on yet?
Blinkers are on.
I got no power. See, no power. Oh, we
Yep.
just got power. See that
Yep,
power?
saw
come
the
on?
light.
Ignition's on.
Is it on for good? There's our timing. See the timing come on? See how it goes out right there? That's when you set it, so when it fires. So, see how much play he's got in this cone cover?
Well, if we tighten down those a little bit, it'd probably have a little more
Correct.
resistance.
At first we gotta figure where we're at.
Yep.
So I'm pushing down like this right now. So now we can go ahead and put a little drag on these. Now you can use your little grooves right there.
Keyholes. What'd you set the rev limiter at?
150,000 RPM.
Oh, come on. What'd you set it at?
I think it was at 7,000.
I just rotate this up just slightly until
just see the light go off.
Shuts off. There. Okay, it's over the center of the hole on that side.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna leave the ignition on. You should be able to see this without a spark up here when it comes around again, maybe. Now, if you don't put something over that hole over there, it might get all over your hands. Put your finger over the hole. Which hole are you putting your finger over? The oil does not come out of that hole, it comes out of the one down
timing
below.
hole.
I didn't know what you were saying.
Error.
I know that there shouldn't be any oil coming out of the spark plug hole, or there'd be some big problems going on.
You sure?
I mean, it depends on how much oil you put in the cylinder when you put it together.
Okay, go ahead and pull your finger out, let me know when that line's coming up, the dot. It's not going to spark right now. See where we're on this line? We're bringing it around until this goes off. See how I'm working the
Alright.
kicker here?
Slower, slower, stop.
Back on though. Where's it at?
Well, you need a...
Centered up in the hole.
Where's it at? It's off.
Fan lights off.
And, yeah.
Okay, go check over there, see where it's at.
It could be just a smidge forward, don't you think?
So we're in the middle or toward the back slightly?
I'd say it's towards the back a little bit.
Oh, it's a little.
Like 2 bumps probably.
2 bumps?
Yeah, 2 bumps.
So that means it's retarded. I mean advanced a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and put it back on our spot we want it at.
You're right there. Yeah.
Where you want it?
I'd say just a tiny touch more. Yeah, I'd say right there is in the middle of the...
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back over here and redo this.
Yeah. Alright. Come back over here where the light is.
So if you're in doubt, just redo it. Right there. Okay, now we're going to check it again. Okay, to the hole. What do you got? Just went off.
So it should be the same as what we just set it at.
It's right on there, I think. You tell me if it's the same spot you saw it last time.
I think it's still a little bit back, but I mean that's just me. Maybe it's the angle I'm looking at it.
Moved the back twice now. We won't. About a degree or so off. Why don't you go in there and show me where the line's at this time?
Alright.
Oh, you went too far.
Where's it at now?
Forward.
Forward to what?
Center. Just barely forward to center.
Good. So this time it'll actually work correctly. So far we keep having it in the air. So now it's retarded slightly. So maybe this time instead of being advanced, it'll be on the money when it goes correctly. Okay, we're on the money here again. Okay, let's go see what we got. We got money. Okay, ready?
Let me use the
Stop.
camera.
We're gonna do all the way around now.
That was just the F. Alright, slow down, slow down. Right there is in the middle. That's past.
Just went off.
Yeah, that's. I don't know how it is, but it's it's a little past center now.
Try where you wanted it.
No, I mean it's a little further than what we had it set at past center. But it is.
So you guys are just not happy.
I'm sure it would probably start anyway.
Oh, I don't
Well,
start. I'm just trying to get the
I
timing
imagine
right.
the center is centered where the center of
All right,
the engine.
Case bolt,
Put your
right?
finger over the
The
hole.
case bolt is.
Put your finger over the hole over there. One. Two. Okay.
That's
What do you got? Just went off.
Back where you had it, I think it's past center. It's forward.
No, that's
You guys
that's right where we had it this last time.
just a minute ago, but it's
Put your
still
finger
not,
over the hole.
but it's still not center.
Put your finger over the hole.
But at least now we're consistent. It's not moving then.
That's a lot of torque on my freaking axle.
You have to tell me when the line's coming out, not worry about your damn bike moving all over the damn place.
Yeah, that's in the center of the hole there.
Okay, one more time. Put your finger in the hole. Okay, now this time let me know when the damn mark's coming up.
All right, stop.
Right there. What do you got?
Right there, center.
You center this time?
Center with that bolt.
Yep.
Okay. Let me ignition off. Take everything down.
Put the plugs in.
Nope. Here's your screws for your cover. Don't lose those. There's your wrench that goes with them. Don't leave anything on the rack. It is going to be on the ground, so get everything off the rack. Here's your tools.
Don't put the plug.
You want to put timing plug back in?
Put the timing plug back in it.
I can do that.
Okay, here. Yeah.
Dingleberry.
Everything's so shiny. Makes bad camera.
Who's this?
Mine. You want it leaving condensation and rust?
I think you want rust on that.
My Allen wrench.
Oh, I
is
thought you
too-
had it.
Oh, my Allen wrench is too short.
He doesn't know how to use extensions, remember?
Yeah.
I don't.
What's he
I
using over here?
Well, he
I
was
do.
trying to use this because he was giving me shit for not being able to finger fuck it in there, and now he couldn't get it in there with this. So.
So we have a comedy action team.
why don't you just go and get the frickin' Allen?
Why don't you just
You had a whole set of them. Where'd they go?
They're too short.
No, the set we had the other day.
Now the ones I
Obviously.
have here are too short because the body of the socket hits the primary.
All right, here's the official
3/8.
tools that we're supposed to use. So you can pull that back and notice that we're nowhere near working areas.
This is what we started with.
If you want to
And that's what
screw
we're
that
using.
in from across the street,
You notice that I'm not hitting on anything,
There's
Screw
no
it in
chance
from-
of scuffing up all the shiny stuff.
dropping it tools down the side or putting those big gouges across here like he's doing. And I got plenty of room to get in here, torque the snot out of it without breaking it, hitting anything. And if it accidentally strips and breaks through, I don't hit the cover.
Yep, tools and our uses.
So there you go. That wasn't very hard to do, was it? You can go back in the tool bucket and eat something too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got our air cleaner off over here now so we can see. So when we get time to put fuel in it, we'll know if there's fuel in it or not. Okay, the spark plugs are laying up here. Piece that one is. Put this one over here a little bit and we can see this one a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and spin this thing through and do some oil pressure. So cut that off for a minute.
Here we go. And we're on.
Okay, now we're getting
You're
ready
blocking
to...
that camera, Dingleberry.
Yeah, you're blocking the dingleberry.
Fuck this camera.
It's got a nice big pitch of a shirt on the back of it, though.
Hey, that's what does it say back there?
Dingleberry.
That's the guy. Okay, here's our oil temperature gauge here.
Custom.
I'm guessing that's what this is.
That's custom right there. That's what we're gonna call that.
There's a bezel that goes around that. This was so...
He says there's a bezel that goes around.
It was locked in there so
But
tight.
what's this turkey going to do now?
Yeah, I know. He'll never be able to know if the chicken's done.
At least we know how hot it is in here right now.
Yeah.
Except I don't believe that temperature at all.
It was
I
so,
wish it was that temperature in here.
It was so tight that the bezel snapped off of there. So.
Okay, right now the oil level is about right there. So we're going
See
to
it right
spin
there?
this thing through and see if it sucks up any oil. Now it's not going to run because the gasoline is not in the carburetor yet. No, we're not going to use that with a kick. We're going to do.
I was gonna watch the.
We're going to do a button.
was
Now
gonna
remember,
watch
we have
the,
to have access to this here in case it
Yep.
sticks.
I was gonna watch
Where's
the
where's
oil
your-
pressure gauge.
What?
The what? It's over there.
I already got my tools out.
Yeah, right here.
You ready?
Yeah, use the switch on.
You ready?
Yep. I'm not in the way you're. I'm kind of in the way of your camera, I guess.
Might be. Ready? We're going to see what happens
Yep.
here.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Works great. Has this ever been tested yet?
No.
Okay.
Woo! We got starts and stuff. Okay, how many squirts do we need?
Oh,
Man, that thing's freaking loud.
got oil. Oil to the tap.
Okay, we run short bursts of oil pressure. Let the oil simmer a little bit. Hit it again. Notice how we're getting more oil pressure.
Yeah, almost 40 psi.
Things are pumping through. You don't want to run a starter too long because it will burn the starter up.
Make it warm.
So you give it a rest break when you shit.
We have the timing light strobing, so we know that it's working.
Oh, we didn't look at the spark though. It should be sparking like crazy. I haven't been looking
we'll
though.
see here. Yep. See a little.
Do you see anything on that one? I didn't see anything.
That sure is pumping freaking air.
Nice blue spark.
It's a nice air compressor.
Did you gap the plugs?
Yeah. 35.
When?
When?
Oh yeah, turn it off.
What is a big air compressor?
So it appears that the heavy-duty starter motor and battery are working correctly. Now, how much oil did it
Make
suck up?
a heck of a whine.
Yeah, that thing's freaking loud. I need some earplugs just for the starter.
It sucked it down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like she went down about a half inch.
So now we can put a little more in there.
I don't see any oil coming back yet. Probably because about this 15-quart oil cooler and other stuff.
And all the hoses.
Yeah, but we don't care about the return side that much. Okay, so now that we did that, we know we got oil pressure. Go ahead and turn the gas and petcock on. See the gas petcock is right
Oh, I heard a little burbling in the oil tank.
here. There's a burble.
Yep.
Put some more oil in it.
See how much gas it takes to get in here. So
You want to add oil or
one
no?
squirt, 2 squirt, 3 squirt, 4 squirt.
Are we adding oil or no?
I'm waiting for the gas to hit the carburetor. There it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Let it sit for a second, get some fuel in there.
Yep.
Obviously it's not a racing petcock, it takes a while to get fuel in it. Okay, we have a little bit of fuel right there now.
Coming out of the accelerator pump.
Okay, here's our choke is on. Would you get that piece of shit out of the oil tank?
Why can't you answer a simple question? I asked it
If
three.
I say I don't want it,
No, you didn't say it. I asked it three times.
if I say don't say nothing because I'm working, don't do stuff.
3 times.
Okay, now we're gonna turn this thing out a turn and a half. Half, 1, 1.5.
That's the idle mixture screw, right?
It was out like about 4 turns. Now, I'm not sure where this is at, so I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up
idle screw.
a little bit just to see if it's open. Okay, now we are gonna attempt to make some noise after we put plugs in it. So let's go put the plugs in and we'll get back to starting it.
And when we come back.
Some mass concern about lack of oil. When the oil level is right here and it was right there before, I don't think that's enough to worry about.
So now we got the plugs in.
But you do notice that it has an oil leak now, that he stuffed a funnel in the oil and pulled it out too quickly and didn't wipe it off before he pulled it.
So he pulled out too quickly, and it's just leaking all over.
Yeah, just like he does at home. Yeah.
Yeah, that dripped down like
What do you want?
We didn't get any on the sheets. I mean the wrap.
All right, spark plug wires are now attached. I'm assuming we're still in neutral because it was in neutral when we stopped it. Okay, we now need some power.
Ignition.
Ignition. Okay, now after I get it running, I'm going to set the idle speed and the idle mixture. Assuming it starts. Took a lot of cranking to get the light lid off.
Good
Okay,
night.
so now we can see the oil level is slightly gone down. Now we're down to here. So, but we still don't see any oil returning yet.
We did have 50 pounds of oil pressure.
I didn't even look at that. I don't care about oil pressure. I do want to see oil coming back though.
Yes.
So I shut it off, let the oil kind of settle because everything was dry in the primary and the tranny and everything else. So it doesn't hurt to have the bike up in the air so the wheel can turn if it wants to in case the tranny's been dry for a long time. Did you hear that, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not doing that right now. So a lot of times I'll put them in gear, run them in neutral. But no, we're not doing that because the wheel's on the rack. So we'll have to worry about that later.
Worry about what?
You know, she didn't turn the ignition switch off yet, so I'll just have to start it with the way it is.
I got a video of it. Oh, you did? It appears to be lacking gas.
Okay, buddy.
Your smoking headers are smoking. Now the motor wasn't smoking, but the headers do.
Yeah, you got all that?
Yep.
blocking that other camera.
Can you touch that and see if that's hot? See if I can leave my gas hose on that?
No.
Yeah, we see your hand over there.
No. But that's gonna look pretty cool if you get the right angle and you can see the smoke coming off the pipe.
Actually, where I got the video, it actually looked like all the electrical up here was on fire because the smoke was coming this way, and then.
Gee, thanks.
Because you did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be a little bit rich in the mid-range because it takes the throttle pretty much dead cold. When we put the air cleaner on, it should make it even richer. So you might be a little bit rich on your jetting. What jettings are in it? You look? See, he was supposed to do that, but he didn't do that. So you have to check that out and see what it is. So why don't you go pull a spark plug and see what it looks like.
It's a little bit high.
Should be alright.
Pull the spark plug out. I don't give a shit if it's hot.
It did fire up really fast, though. That was.
You're screwing around taking pictures. I'm working.
It barely cranked over. It fucking lit right off.
I know, that starter was really taxed to the max.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't it have the little rubber thing? You just keep it in there?
You think I'm stupid?
No, he would never do that because that would be brain power. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Oh my god, look at all that nasty stuff on there.
Where'd it go? There it is.
Got like carbon on it now. Yeah, I can get it that close.
Like it's actually used. Actually
Hey.
looks pretty good, though.
There's no oil on my
See if
finger.
we can see the piston down there. Let's see what that looks like.
Oh,
No.
you have to turn the motor on.
Yeah, it appears that that's on the down.
Yeah, but see, this bike has a kicker on it, so
So
it
we
can
can work it around.
come up very quickly. Is it up there yet? 'Cause we're on
Yep.
compression. We're on a compression stroke. It's kind of hard to turn.
Yep, you can actually read standard on there,
Oh, okay.
on the piston.
Is it nice and oily?
Not oily, but it does have a nice little film of carbon on it.
Okay, so it's safe to say that we're a little rich right now.
A little bit.
So do you want to lean it out right now, or do you want to just burn it up with too much fuel?
Kind of leaves you with bunches of choices, huh?
Yeah, bunches. Bunches of choices.
Let's see what the idle mixer screw is out over here.
Putting the plug back in, right?
You can do whatever you want with that. You're at half. One. That's a good clue that it might be just a little bit on the rich side.
Yeah, we've almost got it all the way closed
Because
off.
it wasn't quite a full turn. It was like 7/8 of a turn out.
So it was almost all the way closed
So
off.
I'm pretty sure that it might be just a little bit rich. So we have plenty of time to pull this off and get this nice and warm right now. Where's that temperature go now? You didn't measure it. It might be burning up right now. Almost melted it.
Yeah.
Jeez. I hope this is under warranty. I already saw the fire going. All right, we're gonna let him cool off, and he might work on the carburetor here while we're busy doing some real work in this place. So we're good to go.
Business.
Okay, we have a theory here of why this bike is so much louder than it was last time it had a new motor running. I thought just because it was built correctly, but his
No.
theory is what?
No. There was two different conversations.
Oh, I missed it.
There was a question, does it sound louder than it did before? I said, yes. Before it was 80 cubic inches, now it's 93. So right there is going to be louder. But I thought that
Let me
the
go
exhaust,
get my 45-inch bike out and see if that's true.
the exhaust sounds crisper after I wrapped with the heat wrap, Excel
lava
lava impregnated
heat wrap.
heat wrap.
And what was the theory behind that?
Well,
Why does it sound crisper?
because it's holding back that sound. It's not like running exhaust through a tin can.
Oh, okay. So it dampens the resonance of the
I'm sure
exhaust.
they have the motor built correctly, supporting the timing did it correctly, and good spark had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Well, it's been ported and polished and ginormous valves. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just think how good it's going to sound when we lean out the carburetor and make the carburetor run correctly.
And then it'll be really. Then
Cob.
it should be snappy.
Yeah, it's just rich as a cob right now.
All
Let's
right.
get that thing off.
Well, enough with theories.
Yeah.
We'll be back whenever he gets around to changing out the jets in the carburetor.
Oh, look what I found.
What about it?
Your quart of primary oil.
Primary and chain case gear
I don't
oil.
suppose that's what you poured into the loader by chance. Oh, look at that.
How do we get to the other side? Fucking shorter screwdriver.
Buddy. Back up, buddy. Back up.
Whoop. The one that's hardest to get to is this one right back here. Because it's a screw for the accelerator pump and the float bowl.
I need a shorter screwdriver.
Yeah, a little stubby one.
Yeah, buddy.
And more oil's going in. Now I'm getting oil going in.
Don't worry, we're not looking at filling it down the side of the bike.
I don't have my.
So what we could have
Come
done.
on, really?
See what we could have done. We could have put one of those oil sight glasses in the side of the tank.
You didn't put anything underneath it in case you spilled it.
You didn't spill it.
The key is I did not spill a single drop, unlike the owner. Now, do we put the last of the oil in there, or do we leave it low? I don't particularly want to put all of this in there because I think it's high enough the way it is. We're going to leave it at that quantity level.
It's all frothy.
Now, should I use a dipstick mark? Oh, there is no dipstick marks.
The turkey baster mark.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to do this screw? Because every time I get it on the head, you.
No, I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting the turkey baster so I know exactly the temperature. Polish it up. Glare on the lens. Okay, look, it's got up to 75 degrees from 70. The only problem's about 80 in here.
When we come back.
There.
Lay in your bed. Likes to be underneath your feet.
Yeah. Oh, 72. I was reading it upside down. So 72.
What number was it? 102?
72.
72.
Yeah.
What about the other one?
I'm trying to look at it right now.
Looking good, man. Yeah, now I've been riding my friend's ass.
The other one is 295.
Why are you recording? Nothing.
That's recorded? I turned it off. Well,
Alright, so what jets were in this thing?
it was a 295 and a 72 main.
That one right there.
Yeah, this one was a 72.
72. I would drop it to 70, but I don't know if you need it on top, so we'll leave the 72 in it.
Make sure it's snug back up.
Got the other one back in?
Yep. Right here.
Up under there. Okay, so we dropped it down to 28 from 29.5.
You did? Where is it?
It's in there.
You're slow.
This is what it was. It's 295.
What I mean. Alright, so there's that. And there's an ugly ass Allen bolts that he likes so much. Look at that. Those things have been here for so many years. I thought I was going to have to throw them away. They were so old.
Yeah.
So now I can only get $30 for them now. Plus, I had to special order to get them in here. It said $50 extra for that air freight that I had to get all the way from the other side of the room. Because I did throw it over here and hit them with it, didn't I?
Yeah. And there were some matrix moves on my part. I heard it whiz by my ear and it.
It went right by your ear. Look at that. Oh, he's already figuring those things big time. Look at that. I knew that wasn't going to last long.
Finger fucking the hell out of it back
Yeah.
here
Where's that Loctite that you're squeezing every last
No, no,
out
no,
of it?
no.
All right, so don't forget to put the gasket back in the hole here.
No Loctite on it. Fucking.
The blue stuff.
No, don't put any Loctite on
You
there.
put sleeve retainer Loctite on the screws, it'll never come out.
I put freaking.
Don't put any fucking Loctite on this shit.
Shut your hole.
Okay, now where's the float bowl at?
Yeah, did you get
Right behind me.
Did you get my
Mr.
element?
EV.
Oh man.
How come his kicker stands over straight and mine doesn't?
Because you have a dorky kicker. All right, here's the float bowl over here. Now somebody was accidentally put the float bowl below the fuel tank, so it filled up somewhat. All right, grab the fuel tank there. Now you gotta make sure you put the blue O-ring back in there. Very important that you have that. Yeah, you can hold that.
Yeah, wait till you hear this second.
It's not going to be anywhere near as good as his bike.
Rub it in there. Rub this shit in.
Why is it binding up on something? Something's in there. Between the fuel hose hitting over here and something else is binding. Alright, it went up in there like it's supposed to. Now you're going to put the correct screws in the correct holes?
There's nothing there.
Why don't you put one there anyway? Because I know there's one up under there in that corner. No Loctite?
Is that not
Are you
freaking?
sure it's the same thread? Here. Okay. Or you can stick next to the long one all the way together.
How come we don't have a freaking
We didn't get that one?
Long Allen?
I bet you if you read that package, it's for a Super B and not a Super E.
Yeah. Freaking charged me twice for opening the package.
Hey, once you open it, it's yours.
We didn't go check the bolt bin to see if we had that Allen you wanted over there. Alright.
Looking for kitties, buddy?
You want one? Get us up.
That's where the bowl screws are going in. And we'll be back once they're on. We changed out the jetting from a 29.5 to a 28 on the S&S E-carb with the air cleaner on there now.
oil coming from?
Right over this general vicinity over here.
That one you didn't tighten up?
Alright, there's an oil leak someplace.
There was a frickin' plug missing.
Oh, that's cool.
That other breather plug.
You can plug up the hole in the back of the case back there?
Yeah, the other breather plug's off.
Oh. Well, no wonder there's an oil leak.
That's gonna be really fun putting that thing in there.
Why didn't you put that together quite a while ago?
I think that was his job.
That was his job?
Yeah. Say my fucking
That was his job right down there? Hey, buddy, was that your job?
you, buddy.
Well, nothing serious, just a pain in the ass to get in there.
Okay, well that's our engine breather, so it's not important. Alright, let's get back to running this thing. We'll fix that one later. Let's make a bigger mess first. Oh, you broke it too now. Oh my god, it blew up.
I only got it at 3.
It's hot when you hit it.
I only got it at 3. I missed it at 6.
Well, right after he put the fuel tank down there and blipped the throttle, there was this huge fucking ball of fire that came out.
Did you get it?
Yeah, it's on film, and I think your camera got it too.
You got fire?
Yeah.
Dang it, I didn't freaking get the still picture of it.
No, that's okay.
Did you get the oil leak too? That's the important part, is the oil leak.
The oil leak right there. And it's coming from,
The motor.
you can kind of
Missing breather plug.
you can kind of see it right back in there.
Somebody left the
Where
breather
there
plug
should
in.
be something in there.
There should be a plug in there that's not in there. The owner failed to put the appropriate plugs in the appropriate holes. That's probably why there's a whole bag of extra plugs over there.
I just hate it when you have extra parts.
Oh well. Did the brake get warmed up back there? Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Didn't go psst.
You notice how the motor drives through the brake when you put a little load on it there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Pushing just slightly on that pedal if you notice.
Yeah, I saw you leaning on it.
Yeah, you gotta have more motor than brake. That's just natural.
Yeah.
Alright, when I clean the stuff off the brake rotor,
Yeah, we knocked all the
it's not dragging as much as it was.
yeah, we knocked all the corrosion down a little bit.
Polished it.
Yeah, yeah. just like everything else.
Is the
Polished.
flat spot still in there?
Yeah, well, it looks better.
Less?
It's still there, but it looks better though.
Yeah, we'll have to do a couple burnouts to break that through, I guess.
Yeah. Get the tire warmed up a little bit.
Temperature went up a little bit. Up to 80. Or maybe 78.
I would say it's still the atmospheric temperature, so I'm not sure that's.
I'm not putting that plug in there right this second because it's freaking hot.
Are you sure that it is hot?
You got that thing in there.
I think we're trying to determine which hole the breather, the 45-degree breather nipple needed to go in. And then, I don't know, I got a phone call or something.
Ooh,
after
look
I
at
got
that nice
in
shade
there.
of white in there.
Frothy.
The oil level didn't drop anymore. I'm assuming the oil filter is now full.
I think the
Sure, I had it.
An oil filter
Not leaking out of there yet.
is right here. And it's all clean all the way around. So it means it's got a seal.
Unless that's all the way through here. But people are not cleaning about that.
The primary appears to be holding oil. No big chunks blowing out anywhere.
Second gear was working.
Yeah.
worst case scenario, we need to modify an Allen wrench to get in there.
These aren't quite up above room temp yet.
No, they're actually still cooler than the frame is. So.
Yeah.
But that just means they're doing their job. You know, they're dissipating heat quickly. The motor fins aren't quite as efficient. They're still really warm.
Yeah, I know it's worth it.
What if oil's not even flowing through?
Well, it'd have to be if it's coming back to the tank.
Probably not. It's going on the rack.
No, it'd have to be going back there. Or else we wouldn't have oil returning.
You wouldn't have that white foam in the oil tank?
Yeah, wouldn't be all frothy and churned up.
I think it's just all going right on the floor.
Well, this isn't even warm.
Only there's the oil in there. Look. It's only like 80 degrees.
It's going up though.
Yeah.
All right. Not screwing around. We're done.
Okay.